G'day.
G'day.
Thanks for stopping by.
Well, this video, we are travelling from Birdsville across to the east coast.
With some twists and turns that we didn't expect.
We went and visited some iconic places.
And?
Saw some amazing things.
And collected sausages from all over the place.
We did.
Yeah.
Come and join us and we'll share with you this last leg of our Birdsville road trip.
Yes. There are several ways out of Birdsville. We decided to head across Betoota, then down to Quilpie, and then east towards the coast.
Travelling this way, we still have about 275 kilometres of dirt road.
But we have been assured that it is in really good condition.
Yeah, heard that before.
And there are patches of sealed sections along this way, so hopefully we fare a bit better this time.
We also learned that some of the bitumen sections are used as emergency landing strips for the flying doctor service and have runway markings on them.
Interestingly, the road from Birdsville to Betoota, it does have regular rest stops. It is drop toilets, don't have any water, but you know what? It's a rest stop. We heard about a must-see attraction along the Birdsville Developmental Road, the Betoota Serpent.
It's a very impressive sculpture on the side of a hill. Apparently, it's one of 3 sculptures in the Diamantina region, and it's important to the local Wankangooroo Yarralandi people.
In traditional creation stories, representing the network of streams and rivers that helps bring the region to life with seasonal rain.
Another must-see stop along this way is the Betoota Hotel, about 5 kilometres off the Birdsville Road. However, this track was quite rocky and rough.
So I've gone in the Betoota pub, and as we were coming in off the main road, we got a flat tyre. 0 dear. Our first one for the trip actually, and they can't fix the puncture. It's just too big a rip in it. There's nothing here that we can get or buy. So the guy in the pub reckons, what, Paul? Quilpie is the closest place to get a new tyre. So we're gonna have to limp it into Quilpie. So tonight, Paul, we might make our way to Windorah, and then we'll make it to Quilpie tomorrow. Unfortunately, as we would soon discover, this was not the only casualty of the trip.
All right, well, that was a little less than ideal. Coming in here and picking up a puncture of all things. But not only that, we had a look at it inside. And just for heads up, if you do come to Betoota, the guy here is pretty good. We'll do things like puncture repairs and things like that. But this one, unfortunately, was beyond puncture repair. So he was telling me that it's about 55 k's of dirt left, really good dirt road. And then we're on bitumen the rest of the way. So Quilpie is probably the nearest place we can get to. So we're going to make our beeline to Quilpie and just see how far we get. Say good day.
Hello. Well, I think that deserves a cold.
I think it might do, eh? I think it might do. What can I get for you?
Well, I'm going to have a white.
We'd always planned to visit the Betoota Hotel. That's why we chose this route. And we're going to stay the night. But we're disappointed to find out they were no longer serving meals, as they had been cleaned out by a rally that had called through a few days earlier and weren't expecting to get a delivery of food until next week.
Built in 1885, this place was originally a customs post for collecting tolls on livestock moving to South Australia, and it was the case until 1901.
Eventually being reborn as a pub. In 1997, the pub closed and for 20 years sat empty. Then in 2020, after significant renovation, the doors were open by Robbo and his crew, and now sits up there with a list of iconic Outback pubs. We are finally on bitumen, and I must say it's a bit of a relief to get off the dirt and back onto the bitumen now. Mind you, it is only a narrow strip of bitumen, and there's signs along here suggesting that if you see a road tram come the other way, to get right off to the side of the road to let them pass. They apparently don't get off the bitumen, so you have to get out of their way. I mean, there's plenty of space to do it, so it's not so bad, and yeah, probably the safest option.
So the bitumen began about 120 kilometres out of Windorah.
And then of course you still got to watch out for the stock crossing. There's plenty of them around. It's interesting, not one of them pulled back the other way. They all wanted to get in front of the car.
They just follow each other, don't they?
They do.
And here we go again.
Straight up the middle.
It was starting to get a bit late in the day, so we decided to stop for the night here in Windorah.
Another sleepy Outback town.
There is a petrol station in town, but apparently it is permanently closed, and you can only get fuel from the general store now.
Alright, well, we've arrived in Windorah. It's a bit blowy.
Windorah.
Windorah? Okay, apparently we've arrived in Windorah, and it's 38 degrees, so it's quite warm here. Alright, I've got a hot tip for you. Whenever you go to move, make sure that your vents are all closed, like the bathroom hatches are closed. Because one of ours was open, even though we thought we'd close it, but for whatever reason, maybe it's come open on the rough road, whatever. Anyway, it's come up. And the problem is, with the dust reduction system Caravan, it creates a pressure inside the van. But with those vents open, there is no pressure inside the van. So the dust all came in through the back door, or the only door. And the back of the van is just covered in dust. We've never had it like this before.
I think even our bedroom's got dust full.
So as you can see, there's so much dust around. Look at this.
So much dust.
The benches, Wendy's already
Look at that,
some
Paul,
of it.
look. I've just moved that and seen
Moving
much.
some stuff out of the way. You got the dust there. This dust here. Oh,
It's just everywhere.
all over the door. Down in the doorwell here. Like, we never get dust in there, but yeah. So because the dust reduction system couldn't build any pressure in the van, the dust has all come in. Anyway, one of the joys of travelling dusty roads. In addition to our puncture. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I think we were going to eat at home tonight. We had some meal prepared, got some lovely chow mein that Wendouree made for us. But we think we're going to actually just wander up the pub, have a couple of drinks and buy dinner. By the time we clean up here, I don't think we can be bothered doing any more. Anyway, that was our day. Let's have a quick look at the park here. It's actually a nice, quaint little park. There's a lot of sites here, power and water, and it's drinkable water here. Apparently it's not bore water, it's river water that gets chlorinated and cleaned. So you come in just off the street. It's just a gravel park with quite a few of the mushrooms around the place to plug into. So I don't know how many sites are here. And toilets and showers. It's got a camp kitchen there by the looks of it, and picnic area, and you're in the main street. The conditions are, so it looks like the park attendant will come round 7 o'clock in the morning to collect fees, or after 7, $35 for the night. Maximum stay is 3 nights. Anyway, that looks like the Windora Caravan Park. We'll go and help Wendouree clean up, and we'll get ready and we'll head into the pub for dinner. I've just spotted another casualty of the trip. One of the pipes has copped a rock and cracked it. Just under here.
The drain pipe.
Anyway, I'll have to have a look how we're going to have to get that repaired. Into the pub for dinner.
Yep. Well, I mean, look, I've got a lovely chow mein cook, but you know what, Paul? I just can't be bothered after the day we've had.
Today, no.
No, it's like,
No,
you know,
no.
It'll still be there tomorrow. We'll eat it tomorrow.
Need a bit of a comfort night.
We really do. I mean, I like this sort of stuff happens. Hey,
Yeah.
it happens. But you know what?
No, I mean, it's far from tragedy, but it's just inconvenience.
Yeah, and it's hot.
Yep.
It's time to stop.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's quite a lovely, pleasant little town. Oh, it's very quiet.
But you know what? Even if we wanted to go on from here, we wouldn't be able to. We've only got about 100 kilometres left in the tank. I've got a 20 litre tank, so that'll give me another 100 kilometres. So I've got about, probably realistically 150 kilometres more in the tank, and that's it. Now you can't get petrol here until about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. So we're stuck here for the night regardless.
But you know what? It doesn't look like such a bad place to get stuck in.
Not
In fact,
at all.
I was ready to stop. I was done.
No.
Ready to
I
stop.
don't know that I planned that very well. We're getting the fuel so low. Maybe we should have got fuel a bit, Betoota.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway,
Yeah, maybe.
we're here.
Yeah.
We did make it.
Fortunately, we have a long range tank, so it wasn't an issue.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the pub.
What you choose, Paul?
I chose a local one, St George, River Sands Mines.
Cool.
Who would have thought that St George actually has a winery?
Yeah, I would have thought the same
I
thing.
think it's a little bit far north, but anyway, a bit curious to see.
It's supposed to be dry. Let's try it.
Not quite the Barossa Valley, but anyway. But look at this. It's got a pasta salad with it, fresh salad, chips.
Yeah.
What a feast!
I want a feast. Look at
Good, sorry
mine.
too.
I know. Yum, 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 yum.
Well, surprisingly, that meal was superb. Out in the middle of nowhere like this tiny little town with just one pub and half a dozen people living in town, you don't have high expectations of the meal. But that was honestly one of the best parmas I've ever had. The salad was delicious. The pasta salad with it was a real treat, and the chips were cooked to perfection. So I tell you what, credit to them. That was really good. So the only place to get fuel in Windorah is the Outback shop, sort of grocery convenience store, and they only have diesel, so you can't get unleaded here at all in Windorah. I think the nearest one is probably Quilpie from here. Otherwise you go back to Betoota and get, oh no, actually I think you only get diesel up there too. Yeah, so probably Quilpie is the nearest one, or Longreach the other way, but that's still 3 hours away. So your choices are pretty limited. As far as I can tell, there is only the pub, which has a cafe connected to it, the general store, and a permanently closed petrol station here in Windorah. Quite an eclectic collection of wares for sale here. We have called into the tiny little town of Stonehenge. Now, I know you might say Stonehenge is not on the way to Quilpie, and no, it's not. We've had to actually make a detour. We're heading into Longreach because that's the only place nearby where we could actually get our tyre. We've got Bridgestone all-terrains on the car, and Quilpie didn't have any, Cunnamulla didn't have any, Charleville didn't have any. However, Longreach did, so Longreach it is. Rather than take the chance and drive all the way out to Toowoomba, which was the other place where we could get our tyre, we thought, well, we'll just detour a bit.
Detour a bit? A detour a lot.
Quite a bit. Anyway, so because of that, we're here at Stonehenge. We thought we'd come and have a bit of a look. Stonehenge has a caravan park here. It's only tiny, not a blade of grass in it, it's just stones. It's very neat. Quite a few mushrooms popping up there where you can plug into for power and water. toilets and shower facilities. Oh, a laundry by the looks of it.
So power site is $25 per night, but you receive a $10 credit to redeem at the pub across the road.
Hmm.
So it only costs you $15 for a powered site.
Yeah.
If you go and eat across the road or have a drink across the
Unpowered
road.
is $10 a night. But we're not staying the night here.
Because we need to get our tyre.
We need to get out to Longreach and get that tyre fixed up. But we will go across and have a look at the pub and, as a courtesy, show our viewers what the pub's like. And we might even sample the wares there a bit.
As a courtesy thing.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
That's the only reason.
All right, let's go check out the pub.
With a population of around 60 people, I reckon the pub would be a great place to get a feel for this town.
The menu looks quite good, eh? Dining room.
With a piano.
So, they have a fuel station here, unleaded and diesel. $2.35 for the diesel, $2.39 for the unleaded. The road out to Longreach from Stonehenge is really good. A drive of just under 2 hours. We checked into the Longreach Caravan Park for a few days, walking distance into town, if it wasn't so hot. Now there is quite a bit to see and do in Longreach. Last time we were here, we checked out the Stockman's Hall of Fame, and that was a really great experience. We also went out to the Qantas Founders Museum, spent quite a bit of time there, managed to get a wing walk in, sitting in the driver's seat of a Qantas jumbo jet. But this visit is probably a bit more functional. So I've come out to Bridgestone tyres in Longreach in the hope of replacing that spare tyre. They got buggered up by the rocks on the road out to Betoota pub. Well, see how I go. Well, $500 later, ouch. So we've just spent the past 3 nights here at Longreach Caravan Park, mostly for work, getting the video out and all that sort of thing. But we're all done now, about to head off down to Tambo, catch the last of the chook races for the year. So I'm pretty excited. I've been through there 3 times, finally going through there when the chook races are on. Mind you, just by the skin of our teeth, which is more than chooks have. Anyway, so we're headed down there today. But it's been a great stop here at the Longreach Caravan Park. Gavin, the owner, he's only been here for about 3 months. And he's done a lot of work on the place, and it's looking really good, and the feel around the place is really nice. It's a very basic park, there's not much to it, no dump point on site, but there's one not far away from here. Showers and toilets, a bit dated, but they're always spotless, and yeah, the place is well looked after.
You seen the laundry pile?
No.
This way. Oh,
Well, a bit of a camp kitchen, laundry,
yeah.
fridge and that. Okay.
There's the sign.
Listen for the bell. So if you come to Longreach, I can highly recommend this little van park. As I said, it's very basic, but you feel made to feel very welcome here.
Oh yeah.
And don't miss happy hour. It's always good for a bit of a yarn.
And a park.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, let's hit the road and head down to Tambo.
Yep. Let's do it. All set?
Yep.
Let's go.
Tambo is about a 3.5 hour drive out through Barcaldine and Blackall. Well, we rarely visit a place more than once. not by any particular choice or anything. It's just there's so many places to go and see that we don't generally go back to a place. Interestingly, this caravan park here at Tambo is somewhere we've now visited 3 times. For some reason, we seem to end up back here. And the other 2 times, we both missed out on the Ben's chook races. It was out of season. So this time we're pretty excited because it's the last day of the racing season and we managed to make it on that day. So anyway, heading down there now.
So the races start at 5 p.m. But if you get there around 4, you get a wild card for every purchase that you make.
Because you have to buy a chook, don't you?
I think you sponsor a chook. You don't get to take the chook home.
No, but you buy it for the night.
Yeah, you adopt a chook for the night.
Adopt a chook.
Yeah.
I hope they got a grey one.
A grey one?
Yeah.
Don't you have enough grey in your life?
No, I'll be on the grey.
I know. Cool. All right, well, let's go. Let's see.
So we made it to the pub in time for the very last race. So we've got a merch shop in here. The chook races are out the back. So everyone go and have a quick look at the racetrack before it gets invaded. There we go, here's the track. I reckon this would be the equivalent of the Melbourne Cup. Very shortly, Schnitzel Stadium will be packed with eager chook punters.
Just out the back, just here, there are some lovely ladies who are getting ready to do some chicken racing for you. They've become prima donnas. So they've actually stopped coming out until they get some love. We're going to start a slow clap. Right, that's pretty good, the girls coming. No, a little bit louder, a little bit more love. Let's get these ladies out here.
First, they give the chooks a warm-up lap and then raffle off each chook to a punter.
So this is our chook, the black and white one.
All right, so ladies and chicken, here we go, ladies and gents. We are on lap number 1 here at Ben's Chicken Racing in Tambo. Right, as we turn the corner. Right, we've got Kingston, we've got Parsons, Blue and Birdsville. Let's do this, we need all the girls down this end, all right. Here we go. Big bits, are you coming down or not? Here we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
the winning chook.
Sparkles!
Well done, girl. Almost feel guilty going in and having a Palmer.
Sparkles, our chicken, won the race. So we get to choose something for $20 from the merchandise. Let's have a look. Picked a stubby holder, of course, and a calico bag. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, that's so gorgeous. Look at that.
So tonight, Wenda has broken with tradition and gone with a crumb steak,
I know.
putting herself in jeopardy for the sake of a Queensland famous crumb steak.
Yep, looks good, eh? We reckon.
Me, I just went with chicken parma. Well done, Sparkles. Tambo is this tiny little town in the middle of nowhere, sort of in between places. It's a bit one of those places you pass through. But surprisingly, there is heaps here, like a lot of little attractions, like the chook race from last night. There's also another feature here, Tambo Teddies, which is quite famous too. It's got its own web page and all that sort of stuff. But that's one of the better known attractions of here, this teddy place. And it's got a couple of nice little cafes here as well. Wenda wants to stop in here and get some sausages,
Yeah,
but they're doing a school thing.
love it.
We called in to Mary and Martha's cafe for a bite to eat. So I've tried out the brekkie wrap here, which is scrambled eggs and bacon with a bit of barbecue sauce. I'll tell you what, there's heaps of bacon in here.
And spinach.
Yeah, looks good. What'd you get?
I've got poached eggs with avo on gluten-free bread with bacon. Good. Well, that worked well, Paul. I was able to get to the butcher before we left Tambo.
Well, Wen, did you get the sausages?
Yep. Irish pork sausages.
Oh, yum.
And I met Rachel the butcher, who has a reputation beyond even Tambo of being the best.
We'll test it out.
Yeah.
I look forward to it. Come and join us in the next video to see how we close out this epic Outback adventure.
Yeah. As we make our way from the Outback to the East Coast.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye for now.
Bye.